Hey guys, thanks for joining me, and if you like what you see, please subscribe.
Hi guys, I am so lucky. I got another knife here, which is close to a grail. I wouldn't call it quite a grail, but it's a knife I've been trying to get for a very long time. They're hard to get, and I was finally able to score it. I'm going to open it with an actual grail knife for me, which is this Monterey Bay Knives Otter. Awesome, awesome knife. And so we're just going to go ahead and open this up and take a look. This is from DLT Trading. DLT Trading seems to have my custom a lot these days. They just have a lot of really cool drops, and so they get a lot of my custom. This is a Hinderer. So I have a Hinderer Eclipse, but I've always wanted what's in this box. It is a Hinderer XM 18 3.5. Oh yeah, it's got that Hinderer weight to it. This has a G10 scale, but I like this scale. I will probably replace it at some point with a horse head or something like that. This is S35VN, which is a great knife steel. So let's open it up. Ba-bang, yeah, that familiar Hinderer opening. That is so cool. And it's got the full choke-up point, whereas, do I have the Eclipse? Do I have the Eclipse down here? Hey, this is Paul from the future. So I went and grabbed my Eclipse here, and I just wanted to show you this. So this is the Eclipse, and I've got a brass scale on it, which is very nice, or a brass colored scale. It's actually titanium. And here you can see, compared the two, they're both basically I think they're both called Spanto. Well, this is Spanto blade shape, but they're both very close. And you can see here how this has a nice choke-up point on the XM18, right? Whereas this does not really have a choke-up point. It's more of a, you know, I think the cutting edge is just a little bit, yeah, the cutting edge is longer on the Eclipse. Yeah, very, very similar in shape overall, except for the Eclipse is meant more for a full body handle down here. And this on the XM18, you can choke up. And the flipper tab, which is ginormous on a Hinderer, don't get me wrong, Axe has a nice choke up point for that. So, all right, back to your regular program. Or is it up by my bed? I carry the Hinderer Eclipse a lot. So yeah, I don't have it here with me, but the Eclipse doesn't have this choke up point here. This feels really nice in the hand. Jimping here, you can see, continues across. Now, I've never really liked to flip open my Hinderers because it just doesn't, well, this one works really nicely. This actually flips open nicer than the Eclipse. It does. It flips open really nicely. So, and then, of course, I say that, and then I can't do it. Very nice. I don't like the clips on Hinderers, so I will probably have this replaced with a milled one, deep carry, and also they have it with point down, so I'll change it to point up. Rick Hinderer it has some very iconic knives, and this SM18 is probably one of his most famous. This is very, very cool. And how sharp are we on here? It's interesting how it's ground. So you've almost got this point. I don't know if you can see that really well or not. Do you see how it has the shapes on the blade, how it's ground? It almost looks like it's going to be a Tonto, but it's not quite. And then it's very sharp right here where it goes down, and that's the part. It's got a very fine. I wonder how that's going to last over the long haul as far as sharpness is concerned. Very cool. So I am a very fortunate man to be able to score both of these knives in the same time period. Very, very cool. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me, guys. I will definitely be doing a full review of this knife. Very cool, and comparing it to the Hinderer Eclipse as well. see what all the fuss is about, all that kind of stuff. I really like the way that it feels choked up like this. So if you like my content, please like and subscribe, and you can also become a Patreon member for $3 a month and be entered to win a knife every month. I have a drawing, and I don't have that many Patreon subscribers, so it's a pretty good chance you will win a knife fairly soon. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time on Sharp Ends. Bye-bye now.